She does 29 battering blasts a day, and she does like over 600 damage per round. It's just crazy. And she knocks people down, so I like that too. Okay, so first and foremost, this is going to be a respec build. So you can either go to Honorial 8 Eyes or use the respecialization mod. If you don't like the fact that I'm respecking her, she's still going to be a wizard and she's still going to be a rogue, and I'm still going to take her into an arcane trickster. However, I removed her having transmutation as her specialized school. One thing I'd like to try with this video is I just want you guys to watch it from beginning to end. Don't skip around, don't turn it off, let it play. Go through the ads, I know, put it on your computer, walk away. I want to see the algorithm go crazy with my watch time. That's it. So if it's an 18-minute video, let it play all the way out. If you're looking for the build description, my awesome subscribers actually write it in the first comment below, and whoever does it the best or the fastest or the best fastest, I pin it for all eternity. If you like this kind of stuff, I do this kind of Pathfinder Kingmaker stuff. I do it here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/thearcaneagent. Check me out there. And yeah, subscribe here on YouTube too. At level 1, we're going to take Wizard for her. We're not taking Arcane Bomber or any of these other things. We're going to keep her just complete Wizard. And I'm going to take her Spell Specialist School as Evocation because it's going to give us Intense Spell, which is going to add extra damage to our Evocation spells because that's what we're focusing on, is Evocation with her. It's also going to give us Force Missile at the beginning. It's going to give us some extra stuff. As you're leveling up, you can shoot people with some extra damage spells every now and then. So Evocation School. The familiar I'm going to take, she takes Arcane Bond, like for an item, for an object. I'm going to take Hair because of the +2 to initiative. We're going to go for her favored class Wizard. By the way, I'm using the Eldritch Arcana mod, so you're going to see stuff in here. If you don't have the Eldritch Arcana mod, you can download it. We're going to go for her bonus skill rank here. All right, I like to give her 16 dexterity, 19 intelligence, and 12 charisma. You're going to put your half-elf wizard bonus into intelligence right here. We're going to make sure we take mobility, trickery, and knowledge arcana to qualify for arcane trickster. And then we're going to grab something like perception and maybe use magic device because we're going to need those. At level 1, we're going to put you could put your skill focus either on trickery or on perception. I personally prefer perception. At level 1, our spell we're going to take is Spell Vulnerability. Again, this is the Eldritch Arcana mod, and I'm going to take Spell Vulnerability Transmutation because I'm stupid. And what Spell Vulnerability does is it gives you 2 more feats to be able to take. We're also going to grab our wizard bonus feat here of Spell Focus Evocation. This is going to open us up for some cool other stuff. I think that her deity is Callistria. I can't really remember right now. Now, inside of the Eldritch Arcana mod, we get some traits. So our traits are going to be a magic trait of Magical Lineage. And then our other trait is going to be a regional trait of Meta Magic Master. Okay? We're going to go down for our drawback. We're going to take an emotional drawback of what a drawback does is it lets you get an extra trait at level 1. We're going to take an emotional drawback of Empty Mask because we're trying to keep her as RP as friendly. You've been hiding so long from enemies and hiding your true identity that it gives you some negative stuff. So I take Empty Mask for her. Now we can go to our opposition schools. I actually take Divination and Necromancy. Because Divination, yes, you get Sense Vitals, but I barely ever use it, honestly. I'd rather use Haste more than Divination. Now, we go to our feats, right? We already took Spell Focus Evocation, so this allows us to get Mage Tattoo. Again, Eldritch Arcana, Mage Tattoo is going to let us cast from Evocation schools all of my spells at +1 caster level. So we're going to take Mage Tattoo. And we're going to select Evocation, of course. And then our next feat is going to go down to Spell Specialization. We're going to put this on Magic Missile at the beginning. Okay? And that's going to allow us to... Spell Specialization allows us to cast spells at +2 variable level effects. So your Magic Missile would get an extra level. All right, this is all level 1 still, guys. I know it's going to take forever to do this build, but it's forever. And then our other trait that we're going to take is a combat of Reactionary. It's going to give you +2 to initiative. So that's level 1 wizard, just the beginning traits and feats. So now we've got to go down to our magic lineage, right? We click on magic lineage here, and we're going to select a spell level 3. And then also on Meta Magic Master, we're going to select spell level 3. Then on magical lineage again right here, we're going to grab Battering Blast. And then on Meta Magic Master here, we're going to grab the other Battering Blast. Same thing. What it's going to let us do is shoot more spells. Okay. At level 1, we're not grabbing Magic Missile because you get that for free as a wizard. We are going to get Enlarge Person, Grease. You get Mage Armor for free. We're going to grab Shield, Reduce Person. We're going to grab Conjuration for Snowball, Sleep, and maybe Summon Monster 1. Okay. At level 2, we're going to take a level of Rogue. We're not going to go Eldritch Scoundrel or Knife Master or Thug because those just aren't really RP friendly with her. We are going to go regular Rogue. We're going to go Mobility, of course, Trickery, Arcana, Perception again, use Magic Device, and then I start putting points into Stealth here. We're going to take Spell Specialization again, Magic Missile, and that's level 2. Okay, now we're going to bounce back into Wizard at level 3. We're going to go for bonus skill rank. We're going to take points in Mobility, Trickery, Arcana, of course, Perception, and then use Magic Device. Now, at level 3, we take Accomplished Sneak Attacker. This qualifies us for Arcane Trickster. Our spell specialization here, again, is going to be Magic Missile. Now here, I'll go for Hypnotism. I'll go for like a Flare Burst. Doesn't really matter for the spells. At level 4, we go for Wizard again. We're going to go for bonus skill rank. Because the hit points, hopefully, you're not putting her in any kind of harm's reach. You're going to max out your Mobility, Trickery, and your Arcana here, put another point into Intelligence. What this is going to allow us to do is to start getting our Stealth caught back up. We're going to go for Spell Specialization, Magic Missile here. Again, it's just the best pick to take. Here you can grab Scorching Ray. And then I would go for a Cat's Grace or Summon Monster 2. I like pulling out summon spells here because when you have, you can summon 1d3 dogs right around a bad guy, which is going to give you on the next round an instant flank sneak attack on them. Scorching Ray is great, but it's not as good as Battering Blast. And at level 5, we are already qualified for Arcane Trickster. We're going to go for Trickery, Stealth. We're going to forget Mobility now. Arcana, Perception, use Magic Device, and then we start leveling out World right here. At level 5, we're going to go for Meta Magic Intensified Spell. You need to grab this. It's going to make our Battering Blast do a lot more damage. Again, Eldritch Arcana mod. And here at level 5, we're still grabbing that Magic Missile. Grab some stuff like Cat's Grace and maybe a Web to keep people away from you. This also is the main point of the build. We're grabbing ranged Leisure Domain. What this is going to allow us to do is be able to open up locks and re-roll and stuff. The reason we did not go for Vivisectionist and we went Rogue is Vivisectionist is not really RP friendly for Octavia. At level 6, we're going to go for our second level of Arcane Trickster, grabbing Trickery, Stealth, Arcana, Perception, and use Magic Device. We're going to go for Spell Specialization here at level 6, Battering Blast. It's going to let us cast it at +2 variable level. So any kind of time you get an extra Force Missile, extra damage, you definitely want to grab Battering Blast right here. I'm going to grab Resist Energy Communal because if I want to buff people, I can. At level 7, you're going to go for your third level of Arcane Trickster, putting an extra point in World right here. And at level 7, I like to go for Meta Magic Empower Spell. And then again, Spell Specialization, Battering Blast. The entire time, all the way out from here, is going to be Spell Spec, Battering Blast. Spike Pit is going to be great for Battering Blast, and also grab Fireball because why shouldn't you have Fireball? Level 8 is going to be Arcane Trickster once more, putting that extra point into Intelligence. Spell Specialization, Battering Blast. Here we start casting level 4 spells. I would always grab Dragon's Breath. It's a great spell because you, on the fly, if you're fighting against enemies that are immune to fire or immune to force missiles like Battering Blast or Magic Missile, your Dragon's Breath can go electric, acid, fire, cold. Dragon's Breath is an amazing spell. And then again, I'm going to grab a Summon Monster spell here. And then at level 9, we're going to grab our 5th level of Arcane Trickster, going Trickery, Arcana, Stealth, Perception, use Magic Device, and one more point in World. Our 9th level spell is actually going to be Spell Penetration here. Because I want to be able to go through, I want a little bit better chance of going through people's spell resistance. A good spell here is Shout because it's not affected by target's spell resistance. Dimension Door is great. Controlled Fireball is also great. I don't want to go against that one. It's also a great spell. But I also want to do Dimension Door as a get out of free jail card whenever I need to. We're also grabbing Impromptu Sneak Attacks, which allow us to, once per round, get free sneak attacks no matter what. At level 10, we go for our 6th level of Arcane Trickster, grabbing Trickery, Stealth, Arcana, Perception, use Magic Device. Going for Spell Specialization, Battering Blast, of course. I mean, why wouldn't we? I like this spell level. I like to grab Baleful Polymorph, and I also like to go for another Summon Monster. Level 11, we're taking our 7th level of Arcane Trickster. I kind of try to make her a one-trick pony here and just doing Battering Blast the whole time, honestly. Level 11, I take Meta Magic Dazing Spell, which again is an Eldritch Arcana. Spell Spec, Battering Blast. Feeble Mind's a great spell to get here, and so is Constricting Coils. At level 12, we're going to go for Arcane Trickster again. Put more points into Intelligence, Arcana, Stealth, Trickery, perception, use magic device, we start leveling out world a little bit more here. Spell spec, battering blast. You're still watching me at this point. You should check me out on Twitch and follow me there, twitch.tv/the Arcane Agent. We're going to grab a summon monster here, of course, and we're going to go for the Hellfire Ray. I know you guys think it's amazing, but it's not as good as Battering Blast, honestly. At level 13, we grab our 9th level of Arcane Trickster, going Trickery, Stealth, Arcana, Perception, use magic device, one more point in world right there. And at level 13, we're going to go for Quicken Spell. Quicken, right here. And then Spell Spec, Battering Blast, of course. Our spell spec here is going to be Elemental Assessor and Chains of Light, because in case they are immune to some type of magic right here, Elemental Assessor. We also get Invisible Thief here, which allows us to go invisible as a Arcane Trickster. At level 14, we take Arcane Trickster as our 10th level. We grab our Surprise spells here, making all of our spells Sneak Attack, all of them, every single one of them. Sneak Attack, Fireballs. Sneak Attack, Battering Blast. It's already a ranged touch attack. It's going to do it. Level 7, I'm going to go for more Summon Monsters. And you know what? We're going to go for Banishment, because you can. Summon Monsters, though, is great. So, there's something to know about the Eldritch Arcana and a bug that's in it. If you, at level 15, we will be grabbing Spell Perfection. And if at level 15, you have not padded your spell books with level, a Battering Blast Meta Magic into 5, 6, and 7, when you get level 15, because of Spell Perfection, you will only be able to put Battering Blasts in Spellbook 3 and Spellbook 4 levels, because of how Spell Perfection works and interacts with this game. So, here at level 14, right, class, here at level 14, what you want to do is you want to go into your Meta Magics, and you want to create spells that are going to Meta Magic up, Battering Blast spells that are going to Meta Magic up into 5th, 6th, and 7th spell slots. Because at level 15, you'll only be able to have some in 3 and 4. It's just a bug. It's something you have to do. So, after you've taken some Battering Blasts here and you've Meta Magic them to get you some level 5, 6, 7s, you then want to go into level 15. And you want to take Spell Perfection. So at level 15, we're going to go for our 4th level of Wizard here. Bonus skill rank, of course. And we're going to go into Trickery, Stealth, Arcana, Perception, and use Magic Device. And one more point into World. Here at level 15, we're going to go down to the S's, and we're going to go for Spell Perfection. Okay? What this allows you to do is if you take a Battering Blast, which is typically level 3 spell, and you would typically add a Maximize, which would then make it right as a level 6 spell, Spell Perfection is always constant on your Battering Blast. So you can add a Maximize to it, and it always stays written as a level 3 spell. But we took Magical Lineage and Meta Magic Master for Battering Blast, and those also take off 2 Meta Magic levels off of your spell. So if Battering Blast cast as a 3, and an Empower would typically add 2 to it, making it cast as a level 5 spell, right? I'm going to put these over here so you can see better here. Then Magical Lineage and Meta Magic Master still make that Battering Blast cast as a level 3. So when you then add Spell Perfection on, which would be adding another 3, then it still casts an Empowered, Quickened Battering Blast as a level 3 Meta Magic spell. It's crazy, it's broken, it works in pen and paper, and it works here in the game, and it's stupid good. Spell Perfection, Battering Blast. And Spell Specialization, we're going to go for Battering Blast. Level 7, I like Limited Wish because it allows me to get spells back per day. I really, really like it if I need to. And let's go for Resonating Word. I don't know. At level 16, we're going to go for a 5th level of Wizard, bonus skill rank. Putting points, Trickery, all this fun stuff right here that we've been doing the entire game. Another point into Intelligence here. Your Intelligence increases your DC for stuff. And at level 16, I go for a Meta Magic Maximize. Spell Specialization, Battering Blast. Our level 8 spells here are going to be Greater Shout and Sea Mantle. And our level 17th level is going to be our 6th level of Wizard. And at level 17, I like to take Improved Critical on Array, because now my ranged touch attacks like Battering Blast can crit on a 19 to 20 instead of just a natural 20. You can do whatever else you want there, but I like the improved critical. Grab Rift of Ruin here so you can push people into your rifts with your Battering Blast. And we're going to go for Summon Monster here for the flankageness. So let me gear her up, spell her up, and I'll show you guys Octavia as a Battering Blaster wizard in action. Alright, I'm going to have my Valerie charge over here and punch some people. By the way, if you guys have been following me on Twitch right now, you've seen some of this gameplay footage already. And I wanted to say a special shout out to, on Twitch, this guy. His name is Lan the Stupid. I didn't make his name up, he did. And he gave me a really, really great idea I totally forgot about. He's the guy who gave me the idea with Octavia that whenever I do a Maximized Empowered, I can also put on a Quickened and have her add that to it, a Quickened Rod. So Land the Stupid, thanks for that suggestion. Valerie has done some work over here. I'm getting everything geared up for an actual new live playthrough over on Twitch, twitch.tv/thearcaneagent. All right, so here's Octavia. She's going to toss out a maximized Battering Blast on this guy's here. All right? So she's going to push him away. Watch. Does jack tons of damage. Pushes him way, way over there, right? He's instantly dead. We did, let's do the math out. We did 67 plus 63 plus 63 plus 126 critical hit, right? So we did I don't have my calculator out, guys. You guys do the math. I'll put that up on the screen in a little bit when I take some time. We do crazy amount of damage. That wasn't even sneak attacked, okay? That was maximized empowered. But because of that, I also have a Quicken spell right here, and I'm going to push this guy out of the way in the same round, right? He didn't fall over. He actually passed his reflex saving throw against my tripping Battering Blast. It makes them fall down, by the way, guys. All right. So I wanted to show you the sneak attack powers of Hellfire Ray. Yes, I know it's good. I want to show you its damage numbers, but I can only cast 2 or 3 of these a day. However, I want to show you her maximized empowered casting at level 4 Battering Blast on a guy. Because we did do 262 damage with our Hellfire Ray sneak attack, but we do a lot more damage right here. We did 428 damage, and on our Hellfire Ray we did 262 damage. And the thing is I cast that, but I can still, during this round, cast a Quickened Battering Blast right here as well. And that attack right there did 183 damage. You add both of those together, in one round you do 611 damage, which is a whole bunch more than a Hellfire Ray's 262 damage. You guys can watch me live play builds like this every Monday and Friday from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/thearcaneagent.